been a hot minute since we've done a workout video for YouTube. There's just gonna be little bits of this, like a couple of tips here and there, because like workout videos are pretty boring. So there'll be a few tips here and there, but otherwise, that's it. Nothing too fancy, nothing too complicated. Simple shit always works. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Let's dive into it. Alright guys, common question that I've had pop up just from clients and things like that is, why a Smith machine over kind of dumbbells, barbells, all that sort of stuff? Like, why a machine? And honestly, like, at the end of the day, like, I'm in this growing phase, I'm here just to build muscle. So for me, obviously, going in for that kind of incline press, that upper chest, it just isolates there. Instead of me worrying about stabilizing dumbbells, worrying about a barbell, other muscles potentially engaging when I get a bit more fatigued. Here is literally the upper chest focus, nothing else. That's all I want to focus on. So when we get into the specifics of training, we want to break down each muscle and isolate that. And obviously we can take this a little bit further and a little bit safer than we can with a bar or dumbbells. Nothing's going to fall on us and collapse us. It's literally just going to roll it back and that's it. So we can take that muscle to multiple things. See, that would have been scary if I used a dumbbell barbell. In simple shoulder press. I didn't even tell you what we're training today, to be fair. Doing chest, shoulders, and arms. I'm doing shoulders and chest 3 times a week, just because it's quote unquote a weaker area for me. I'm doing legs once a week because my legs just grow. So a lot of this training split now is obviously coming off the back of stage. We know where we need to be focusing on. So a lot of it is kind of this top line that you'll see in this workout today. Shoulders, chest, upper back, arms. Who doesn't want those areas bigger? So warming up isn't too bad, but like 1 to 3 kind of feeder sets. So like that was just 2 plates, 4 reps, gauging it. I'll go a little bit heavier, a couple of reps, gauge it out, and then I'll go into that working weight that obviously that we keep track of.
One.
The biggest thing that you can ever do is just, I'll probably get Mark to take a picture at the end as well, but just to post it up as well, but like, just get really uncomfortable. get very uncomfortable with everything you do. And like, in all forms of life, like anything, like, just try and scare yourself a little bit every day. Same with training, like, that's how things change and grow, and your life will change and grow and develop. It's like getting uncomfortable and doing the things that don't feel nice. And then you make those uncomfortable things start to feel a little bit easier over time. And that's how we change our body shapes. That's how we grow in our careers and our businesses. Just get fucking uncomfortable. Go real upper chest, so almost like, it's called a clavicle fly, so obviously clavicle, which is your collarbone. We're literally going to drive and focus on that area, so almost like pushing our elbows across that collarbone line, so coming across here. Again, just a nice movement to really isolate that upper chest. It's that simple, really. Training's not complicated, it's just get really good at doing simple shit and just keep repeating yourself. Get good at being boring, and then you'll be able to achieve the things you want to achieve. I do need to stop just pushing these laces in. Hopefully with the bendy bench I can try and crack my back at the same time. That'll feel really nice. And I know the cuffs are really fiddly and things like that. Yeah, they are. They do suck to get in, but honestly, just get used to using them because it feels incredible. Just focuses on the pure muscle that you want to work. It keeps all the joints nice and soft, nice and safe. If one shoulder doesn't want to go a certain way, it doesn't matter. You can rotate in them. There's no barbell or dumbbells restriction. So from here, I want to get that nice stretch. I want to just think about pushing my elbows across my collarbone line. Get that nice stretch. As soon as I feel that stretch, that tension at the bottom, I want to drive my collarbone. I want to drive my elbows across my collarbone line. And then flack it away. Alright guys, with this one I guess it's supposed to be a chest supported row, it's more like a gut supported row. But all it is, gut supported row, we're not even doing rowing, we're doing lateral raises. It's a gut supported, chest supported side raise. So all this does is literally just takes out any swinging out of the equation. Really simple one with lateral raises is, it's a really common mistake and loads of people kind of get their traps involved, so they start shrugging a little bit too much. Obviously when we use the seat, we don't have to we limit that. And all I want you to focus on the laterals is imagine just, instead of your elbow coming up, think about pushing your like fist, boom, forward and away. So driving the fist forward and away. So big breath into the gut. And then I'm gonna think about punching my fists forward away from me and away to either side of the room. And just go really light. Because they sneak up on you and it starts to hurt. So this one is going to be 4 sets technically. We're going to go 10 to 12 reps for the first set, 12 to 15 reps, 15 reps, and then a rest pause at the end. I personally think shoulders from like side laterals do a lot better with kind of volume, so a lot of reps and a lot of sets as well. So different rep ranges, but a lot of it. Arms. So we've got 2 bicep movements, 2 tricep movements. Honestly, really simple. I think people overcomplicate a lot of arm training. Like at the end of the day, all your arm can do is that. You either curl, or you contract, you do extensions for your tricep. that's all we got. So you don't need to do any fancy movements. I've literally got alternating dumbbell curls here. A movement I haven't done in a long time and it got programmed in for me. Really enjoy it, to be honest. And then we've got a machine curl. Then we've got like an overhead tricep extension, and then we've got a V-bar push down. So just hitting biceps and triceps at different angles, working different heads of the muscle. That's it, that's it. I'm not a fan of arm training, to be honest. But I know it's an area that I need to build up a lot of size, so I just got to make sure that I put the intensity into it, which that's one thing I know that I can do, so it's okay. So all we'll do is we'll just get a little bit warm, get some blood into the biceps a little bit. I kind of just like to do a little bit of single arm movement. Thing to remember is when you're doing kind of unilateral work or single arm movement or single leg movement, you're always going to have a side that's a little bit more dominant, it's a little bit easier, a little bit smoother. Don't worry about it at all. Like even joints, like one shoulder joint might sit like this, the other one might be like this. So don't try and force yourself to get in positions that feel uncomfortable. Just work with it and just make sure you get that stretch, contraction. Really simple one you can do. It's like, number one, this is quite a big rope. It's a longer rope than normal. So ideally, get a longer rope if your gym has it, or vice versa. Grab two short ropes and connect them onto the carabiner. So all that's going to do is just allow for a better kind of setup for your shoulder joint. Because when we got these little ropes here, they can only go here, but we've got that longer rope, we can open up and we can go wider. So we want to have that nice wide section, better shot alignment for the joint. And this puts a bit better focus onto the tricep a little bit more. You get a better stretch and contraction. Just getting kind of like comfy, getting the shoulders where I feel like they want to be, where the elbows want to be, and just getting a little bit more kind of just movement through those triceps. At the bottom, imagine you're doing a bicep curl. So this is your squeeze position here, stretch out the tricep, and then squeeze at the top. Nice strong stretch, squeeze. Pretty much a skull crusher. It's like a rope cable skull crusher. Now I need to know what I did last time. 42.5. I get it. Alright, so we've done our alternating dumbbell curls, we've done our overhead kind of skull crushers, that rope extension. We've got one more bicep, which is this machine curl, super easy. It's like a preacher curl, obviously just again, pure isolation, stretch, squeeze, nothing too fancy. And then we'll move on to a cable push down. Honestly, with this one, again, I like to kind of get over the top of it a little bit more. So it's kind of get that elbow so they just hang over the edge. Don't be afraid to let the elbow kind of come off a little bit. really just want to get that stretch, that contraction, but making sure at the bottom that we keep the muscle under tension. So if I'm there, the tension of the muscle's gone, so I want a little bit of tension, and then I'll squeeze back through again. I haven't done this weight before, so it's got to go up on camera.
One.
I'll take that. Sick. Alright guys, nice and simple workout. Honestly, like, I'm glad that again, like Mark's here and things like that, because I want to make sure that there is regular content coming out there. Like, I want to make sure that it's not just training and diet, which, yeah, that is very important, and of course learning how to train and eat effectively is very important, but I want to go over the mindset and things like that a lot more. Like, I can't teach you mindset, but I can take you on the journey of me learning myself more and more, because that is truly what it comes down to. It's like, a lot of us know that, like, cool, a leg press is how we build great legs, so we just need to get really good at doing a leg press. We know that we should be eating fruit, veg, different varieties of protein sources, bagels, jams, fruit, whatever, right? We know we should be eating that, so why do so many struggle? And why do so many struggle to achieve their goals? And that's what I want this channel to be about, is more my fuck-ups, my mistakes, and get to learn from that and just how the brain thinks. So enjoy. I'll see you on the next one.